I'm Mark Warden with Porcupine Real Estate, and we're going to be doing a series of short videos on how to finance a property, whether it's as a first-time home buyer, an income property investor, or buying land for future construction. My guest today is Chris Nadeau of Lakeview Mortgage. Chris, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure, Mark. How are you doing? Thank you.
We're doing great. This is always a popular subject, and we got all sorts of questions about how to prepare one's financial situation and status for a future property purchase. So today, let's talk about those people who haven't purchased a home yet. If you can walk us through some of the steps, some of which have to be started months in advance of even looking at a property. For example, tell us what credit score is, FICO score, and how long it takes to improve that.
Perfect. Well, exactly with what you were saying, I recommend talking with me months before you're ready to buy a home. And then that way we can go through the pre-approval process and I can get you set up and we can make sure you're in the best position as possible. So when you do find a place, the approval process is extremely simple. With credit, you ideally want to have as high of a credit score as possible. Credit is not just about the score. It is about the depth of credit that you have also. So ideally, everyone should have 3 to 4 open and active trade lines, with one of them being an installment loan, which is any type of loan, a car loan, a student loan, anything like that, and a couple other revolving trade lines, and those are credit cards. And with credit cards, you want to use them every month, but keep your balance very low, $10, $20 a month. Always keep a $10, $20 a month balance revolving on it.
I see, some of our clients and friends don't really trust the system, or maybe they're young and don't even have credit, even though they pay their bills. What do you recommend for those people? Can sign up for a prepaid credit card or get letters from their landlords? What are the alternatives?
You technically can do what's called a non-traditional form of credit to purchase a home, but the restrictions are much more. The total allowable debt to income ratio that you have, your gross monthly income compared to what your overall monthly debt is, which in that case would just be the mortgage, it has to be pretty low, around a 30-35% when you don't have normal credit. To qualify on that, you would have to have 12 months of canceled rent checks or some proof of money coming out of your bank account for rent. A letter from the landlord will not work. And 3 other trade lines that would be like an electric bill, a cell phone bill, something that's billed monthly that has a 12-year history showing that you've paid on time. If you're looking to build credit, which I highly recommend is the way to go, then yes, if you can't get a normal credit card, then a prepaid credit card will help you to be able to start to build your credit, so then you can apply for credit cards. And don't worry if the interest rate is really high on them. They're high for everyone, but especially if your credit's not that great and you're rebuilding or starting from scratch, if you keep your balance low, then you're only paying on the balance that you have. So if it's a 25% interest rate, but your balance is only $10 a month because you pay it down right after you make a purchase, then you're still not paying hardly any interest.
Got it. Okay, one final question, and that is regarding credit scores. We've heard of some numbers, 500, 600, 700, 800. Can you just share with the viewers why they shouldn't bother to get their credit score higher? Does it help them get not just qualify, but also get a better rate?
It does. So with conventional financing, which is the type of financing most people think of, your interest rate, and if you put less than 20% down, the private mortgage insurance payment are based off of your interest rate. And the 780 is the highest score. Ideally, you really want to be over 720, 740. When you get below a 700, we might look at an FHA insured loan for you, because with FHA, the interest rate is not impacted as heavy as it is with conventional financing.
Beautiful.
The rule of the thumb basically is call me as soon as possible so we can go over this, because for everything I say, there are 4 or 5 points, fine points that could disregard that and mean that you would fall into something else. So the sooner we can talk, the better I can help you get into the ideal position.
Perfect. Well, please let our viewers know how they can get a hold of you.
Best way is by phone 603-582-5626. I'd give you my email, but everyone gets my name wrong. So just let's go with the phone number for now.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, thanks very much for your time, Chris. I appreciate it. I'm Mark Warden, broker and owner of Porcupine Real Estate. You can find us at porcupinerealestate.com or on Facebook at Team Porcupine Real Estate. Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody, for
everyone.
viewing. And thanks again, Chris.
Have a great day.